Once again, hello you bunch of legends, and thank you so much for clicking on the video. Again, if you're a returning viewer, your support is muchly appreciated. And if you are a new viewer, then please, while you're here, take the time, go down the bottom there and click on that subscribe and give it a thumbs up if you enjoy the video. And please leave a comment, it's always great to hear from you. You joined me at the beginning of the session. I haven't put the rods out, I've had the lead about, and it's quite a weedy lake, and I found some nice little clear spot, 45 maybe 50 yards out. It is an absolutely stunning lake. This particular lake holds some very nice fish. In fact, this particular swim that I'm in is where I actually got my current PB from. Absolutely stunning comment. As old as the hills it looked. This lake holds some absolutely beautiful fish, and hopefully throughout this session may be able to wangle one out, two if we're lucky. Before I chuck the rigs out, I thought I'd go through them with you. Right, so the first rig is my trusty D rig with a pink wafter. A little bit of tubing on the main line, a running lead, maybe 6 to 8 inch hook link. That's made out of a bit of mainline, 20 pound, I think it was Avid outline, with my CC Moore dumbbell wafter. Now the second rig I'm going to go with, because there is still bits of weed, bits of chod, I'm going to try a Ronnie. Now you'll know what a Ronnie is. Same hook bait, kind of, but in the pop-up version. Same setup, running lead again. The boom is the same boom, 20 pound Avid outline, monofilament. You can't really get much simpler. So let's chuck these out. Let's keep our fingers crossed. Let's see if we can wangle one of these beauties out. Elastic to use or not to use, that is the question. I tend to use it, and the benefits that I find of using it are, if you need to bring your rods in for whatever reason, you can just either pan a bit of line out till your elastic gets to the mark that you use. I personally use the butt ring as my marker point, or you wind it in till the bark elastic gets to your point, clip the line, reel it in, and you're all set. You're ready to go. You don't have to wrap it up again. So this would be a perfect opportunity to show you what I mean about the marker elastic. So at the moment this marker elastic is second eye, so I just bring it in down to where I put the marker, which is the butt ring. Clip it, and that's already clipped, ready to go back out. So this one, I'll bring it in, I'll then cast it out to where no one's fishing. Watching the spool for the marker elastic to go, reel it back, there's my point, clip it, and it's done, ready to go again. It's dead simple to use. It's just a case of pulling out a certain amount of elastic, I don't know, 6 to 10 inches or whatever you find it easier. Make a loop, hold that against your main line, and then with the longer tag end, pass it over the main line and through the loop that you've made in the elastic. I just do it 3 times. Pull each tag end till it's biting onto the main line. I personally then wet the elastic and the line, slide it up to my butt ring, which is what I use as a, some people use the last ring on the rod, like the rod tip or the spigot of the rod, whatever you use. Slide it down to your point, then give it another little tug to tighten it right down, and then cut the 2 tag ends off, you know, 10mm or whatever. Then it's done. Just remember it's there, so when you're reeling in from after you've wrapped it, don't pinch the line because you're going to move your elastic. Some people put 2 bits of elastic on, 1 inch apart, so they know if one's moved or not. It's a good idea. I don't personally. But there you go, marker elastic. Get used to using it. It could save you time and headaches. There you go. Quick update of what's happening. Not a lot, to be honest. I had my doubts about the Ronnie rig with the pop-up. I felt that it was possibly still in a little bit of weed because it was on the right hand side of the spot. The one I've got on the bottom bait was the wafter, the D rig. I'm happy with that. I believe that is still very clean and that's presenting. So I've pulled in the Roddy rig, the pop-up, and I've actually gone for a naked chod setup. So fingers crossed that might produce something. Well, as you can probably see from behind me, the evening is starting to set in now. The traps have been reset. As I say, I've changed one over to the naked chod setup. The other one I've kept on the D rig, but I have changed the hook bait to a piece of yellow pop-up, cut to a shape of a bit of fake corn, if you like. Now, we're not allowed plastic baits here. So what I've done is got a pot of yellow pop-ups and cut every single one into the shape of a piece of corn. I've put maybe 4 spombs over the top of the traps just to freshen it up a little bit, and I have actually just started to get a knock on the naked chod setup. So fingers crossed it might go through the evening or soon. But failing that, if it doesn't, and if I remember, speak to you in the morning. Well, good morning everybody. Well, as you can gather, not a lot happened last night on the fish front. Although it was very noisy with everything else around the lake. Foxes, badgers, pheasants, ducks, owls, even the fish jumping. I actually did move one rod last night onto a fish that topped out twice, literally 2 rods out in front of me. So I moved the trod rig onto that, but nothing. So, time to bring the rods in, refresh the baits, and get them back out of there with a bit of bait on top. And you can see how weedy it is, like. So I'm going to get these done, drink my coffee, eat my porridge, and cross my fingers. Speak in a minute. That's it for this session. Unfortunately it wasn't going to happen this weekend, but all is not lost. I've learnt a few more bits about the lake, and in the worst case I spent a lovely weekend camping by a lake with stunning views. So nothing on the bank. It wasn't for me not trying. I even towards the end did put the deeper out. I even found a few fish and I put the chod on top of them as a single, but still nothing. So it wasn't for me not trying. I can take that away with me at least. So until next time, maybe even see you on the bank sometime. And I'll see you soon. Goodbye, James.